In the early morning hours of February 23, 2022, police responded to a 911 call made by Tara Pakanich. The reason the call was made was because she reportedly found a bloody head in a bucket left in her basement. When police went down to investigate, they were shocked to discover that there was in fact a bloody head, but also revealed that it was her son's head. The night before, her son and his girlfriend Taylor Schabusiness were engaging in adult activities when she decided to wrap a metal dog collar around him in the process. When he began to turn purple, she didn't stop, and Chad Therion stopped breathing. After he stopped breathing, she allegedly continued to defile his lifeless body and eventually decapitated him, leaving his head for his mother to find. The interrogation of her showing no remorse and going into great detail is disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Like strangle the other person.
I like doing that a lot.
Alright, so you like being strangled, like having your airway, or do you like doing it to somebody else?
I like doing it to somebody else.
Does Shad like being strangled during sex?
I think so.
Have you done it before?
Yeah,
With him?
yeah, he does. He likes it.
So when he put the chain on his neck, he thought that you guys were going to have kinky sex, right? You think that's what Chad was thinking, maybe?
Yeah.
What were you thinking?
I was gonna do the same thing. You know, I was going in, and I did. And I went in. But then he was like, choke me. But he didn't really say it, so I'm like, put it on his neck. I already know I'm gonna choke him. And I did. Dismembering the body.
Yep.
There was, I mean, I'm going like this with a knife, so there's blood fucking going everywhere, sorry.
Alright.
And I was gonna walk him like a dog.
And he wanted that?
I have no idea, but I was gonna do it anyway.
When did you realize that Shad was not alive anymore?
You know, his face turned purple. He was coughing up blood and he was pissing.
He was pissing himself. His face was all purple.
I still didn't stop him. I don't know what was going on. I don't know the blood and then
So his blood was coming out of his
I
mouth?
kept on feeling his heartbeat. Hearing his heartbeat.
I'm sorry?
Hearing his heartbeat start.
Okay. Did you hear it stop?
No. Maybe. No.
Okay. So,
I tried it.
did you figure he was dead then?
Yeah.
The chain goes around his neck and you start choking him. Then you just realized that he was gonna die or what?
I'm just like, I think I went a little too far because like I was blacking out while I was doing it, right? And then and then like I look at him, I'm like, shit, he's already purple. I'm like, fuck, I'm like, I don't know if he's fucking, is he good? Is he good? But then like when I woke up, like, you know, during the blackout, I'm like, shit. Like he was coughing up blood. I'm like, I don't know, I just kept on going. Like, yeah. Sorry.
You made the comment, you said that when you were choking, you was coughing up blood, you kind of were like, well, I'm going this far, I'm just gonna keep going. Did you realize that by continuing that may kill him?
Like, yeah, because I felt bad because I'm like, damn, he's gonna be wheezing after this. I'm like, might as well just kill him.
Aside from the actual crime itself, the most disturbing part of the interrogation and confession is that Taylor Schabusiness laughs at some parts of her story. Clearly, she doesn't regret what she did, and it was shocking to find out what she said later on.
And you also said that you enjoyed it, right? And I enjoyed it.
Oh yeah.
All right. What'd you enjoy about that?
Just,
Was it kind of thrilling, a rush, exciting? What was the feeling that you got?
that's all it is.
Okay. I'm just trying to understand what you were feeling. You're saying that
Yeah.
it's enjoyable. You know, did it make you happy? Was it just kind of exciting? Like opening Christmas presents?
Like,
or?
I don't know. Like, this is the thing that I have, like, I've always had, you know, like, you ever love something so much that you kill it? Like, it happens to me. That's the feeling that I have. I love something so much that I kill it. Like, I love it so much, and then I kill it. That's what happens to me. I just play with them.
You said play with them, what do you mean?
played with his dick.
Okay.
Like I put him up over the bed, and then sucked his dick.
You said that you played with his penis
Yes.
after he was dead.
Oh yeah.
Was it erect?
It was half.
Did you?
Even.
What did you do with his penis?
I put it on.
Did you ever place it in your vagina or any of your body parts?
No, I just.
You didn't use it as a dildo or anything? Okay. But when did you start, cutting up his body?
Wow, like almost right away. I was sucking and cutting at the same time. I grinded on him. I put the dick in his ass.
You grinding on?
Yeah.
Did you ever put his penis in your vagina? Okay, you just grind on him?
Did you see before that you performed a roll on him?
Yeah.
Okay, and that was after he was dead?
Yeah. And then he got half. It was like half hard while I was still sucking while he was dead. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And was that part of playing with him, or?
That is part of playing with him.
That was part of playing with him.
Did you?
Actually, I was severing his head while I was doing that too. Yeah.
So not only did Schabusiness murder Shad Therion, she sexually assaulted his corpse without hesitation and even tried on his penis after she cut it off. In the last 2 minutes of her confession, she goes into great detail of how exactly she decapitated and dismembered his body. Once again, the details are incredibly disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
His head off first, correct?
Yeah.
Can you describe where was he laying on the bed?
I pulled him,
Okay.
like, say this is the bed.
Okay, so this is the top of the bed?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I pulled him, and then his head was hanging off.
So you're probably laying face up. So
Yeah.
his back was on the
The
bed.
back was on
His
the bed.
head's partially off the bed.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the tub was like right there.
Like the pail that you had the
Yeah.
head in before? Okay. So basically his head's here and the bucket's right here.
Yeah, and then from there, I severed his.
You cut his head off.
Yeah.
But you dismember his body.
Knives.
With what?
Knives.
Knives? Just more than one knife? Where'd you get those from?
Kitchen. So I couldn't find mine and I wasn't sharp enough.
You weren't sharp?
No. It was alright. Bread knife works good.
Bread knife?
A bread knife works good.
Really?
I had to use what I used, so yeah. I got lazy last night, so
Where would these knives be now?
they're in with all the organs and all the body parts.
And where was that?
In the black bag. It's in the black bag
In the basement?
it's in the basement. They're all in the basement. I never got. Damn, I had. Yeah.
So you dismembered the body too?
Yeah.
Well, what did you do with the body parts? Some of them?
They're like,
Basement, upstairs, downstairs?
absolutely in the basement. I was gonna bring them. And then, I know I forgot the head. I wanted the head.
Did you bring anything with you?
Yeah, it's in the van.
What?
It's in the van. It's, what is it? I don't know, a foot maybe.
The what?
I think it's a foot.
A foot
leg?
in the van?
A leg, maybe. I don't know. I'm like, I'm gonna bring it all, and then I'm like, man, this is messy, so then I just left it. I got lazy.
Okay.
I got lazy, and that's what I did, so I'm like,
And
yeah,
then,
I can't believe I left that.
where'd you do the body?
The body's there. Yeah. It's,
So were you gonna take the head somewhere?
I like that.
You liked it?
Schabusiness was convicted on all counts of first-degree intentional homicide, mutilation of a corpse, and third-degree sexual assault, and Therion's death. She was sentenced to life in prison. On the morning of March 27, 2014, Kevin Davis told his mother he was going to commit suicide. Knowing that her son was frustrated with life and strongly disliked people, Kimberly Hill allegedly told Kevin that she could not stop him if that's what he wanted to do. After that statement, Kevin convinced himself to kill his mother instead. Later that morning, as Kimberly Hill sat on her couch in the living room, Kevin Davis came up behind her and attempted to strangle her with a cord. When that didn't work, he began to panic, grabbed a hammer, and began bashing in his mother's skull. He hit her on the head over 20 times with the hammer, splitting her skull in the process. After beating his mother with a hammer, Kevin retrieved a kitchen knife and inserted it inside his mother's head. During the interrogation, he confessed to police that he swirled her brain around to make sure she was dead.
Well, I tried to strangle her with a cord, a ripped cord from a video game console controller. That didn't work, huh?
What was your thought strangler?
She was sitting on the couch watching TV. Okay. That didn't work out too well. She started screaming, and so I went to her room, opened a drawer at the very bottom to the right. I pulled out a hammer. I went back in the living room, and well, you kind of get the gist from there. And she was out pretty quickly. Kind of tried to play dead at first, but then I finished it.
So you hit her with a hammer when she was sitting in the sofa in the living room?
No, first I tried to strangle her, and that didn't work.
Right.
She grabbed the cord, so I raced back into her room, grabbed the hammer, came back out, and then did it.
Okay. How many times did you hit with a hammer in the living room?
At least 20, but then she was still alive. I dragged her into the room, as you probably clearly saw, and then I kind of wormed my hands into her brain to kind of just cut it. She was still snoring.
Okay. She was still alive?
She was still alive.
And you went in there and you kind of grabbed those brains?
Yeah, finished it.
Alright.
After murdering his mother, he dragged her lifeless body into the bedroom and started to perform an incredibly sadistic act. After he was done, he went to the neighbor's house to confess what he did, and the neighbor called the police. During the interrogation, Kevin Davis admitted to detectives that he originally planned on killing his sister too, but changed his mind. He also revealed that what he did to his mother's lifeless body, he often fantasized about doing it to other people. So, with a disturbing smirk on his face, he told the detective that he was a virgin before he sexually assaulted his mother's dead body.
Then, so when you dragged her to the living room, to the bedroom, you kept on hitting her there?
Yeah, kind of.
That's that's when you reached in and grabbed the brain?
Yeah, I kicked at it a bit. Then I just, that was kind of silly, but then yeah, I just decided to reach in and kind of just do it.
Mm-hmm. And then what did you do after that?
Then I had sex with her corpse.
You did? Mm-hmm. Did you come inside her?
I did, actually.
Have you ever done that before, like had sex with her?
No, I haven't, actually.
This is just the first time?
Oh yeah, I lost my virginity to a corpse.
Okay. Did you change in the bathroom? Did you?
I did. I took a bath before then. My penis really, well, that's a little personal, but yeah, I needed to clean it off. And so, and then I changed. Yeah.
Okay.
Kevin fled from his mother's home after the murder, leaving notes behind for police that read, "Chase me. Sorry for the mess. KD." Kevin Davis was a serial killer in the making, a psychopath who took sadistic pleasure in hurting other people. He admitted that he would kill again if ever released from prison.
How about your sister? What's your sister's name?
Desiree Hill.
Is she okay?
She is okay, yeah.
Okay.
Where does she live?
At an apartment actually very near here. That big kind of Hispanic thing, like Spanish-looking building.
Mm-hmm.
It's an old apartment complex with a code.
Was it a fantasy of yours to kill her as well?
It was.
Did you write down that on your note?
Oh, I did, actually, but I decided against it because, well, I'd had my fill of killing. I didn't. It seemed a little much.
Mm-hmm.
A little too excessive, yeah.
So after you went in and you killed her, and you made sure that she was dead by grabbing her brain and moving it around. Then you took her clothes off, or was she already unclothed?
I actually had to drag her by her clothes to get her in there. It was very laborious, actually.
So she's a pretty big woman, she's heavy.
Yeah.
Wait, is she your natural mother? Biological mother?
Yeah, actually she is my natural mother.
Mm-hmm.
I take after my father.
Okay. Hey, what kind of thrill did you get by having sex with her?
I'd always loved my mother, I guess in the wrong sort of way, but a kind of love, I guess. Maybe some rage. Maybe just a little.
Was it a Freudian style?
Freudian? I kind of get where you're coming from. Sure, why not? Yeah.
Alright. Have you killed anybody else before?
I have not.
You just fantasized about it?
I just fantasy, yeah.
What got you to this point? Tell us about what got you to this point. Did you hate life? You wanted to commit suicide? Oh, what did you say about when you told you were in a roundabout going to commit suicide? Did you say no? She said yes. What did she say to you?
She said, basically I'm a grown man and what I do, she can't really stop me. She was distraught over it, of course. I mean,
Of course.
yeah, she said she'd cope with it. I mean, if you kill him, that's kind of why she wanted me to go away, why she called my sister to come pick me up, and that's kind of why I just left.
So at that point you got pissed?
Not necessarily, I just knew it was time to act now or never.
How long have you had this thought, Stephen?
It's around my preteens, actually. Yeah.
Do you ever seek any kind of medical attention, psychological? Do you feel that you can cope with that?
Nope, I never really seeked help, actually. I just accepted it as a part of me. I wasn't really ashamed of it.
Mm-hmm.
It just was what it was.
Let's talk about the notes that you wrote. How many notes did you write?
3.
3. There was one in the living room.
Yeah.
That one was addressed to who?
Desiree, my sister, because I knew she's a good girl, but rather sensitive. I knew she would lose her head if she kind of saw that.
Do you remember what the note said?
Keep your head. Hurry. She might still be alive, although I highly doubt it, in parentheses.
Mm-hmm.
Something along those lines. Yeah. Sincerely.
But when you wrote the note, you knew your mom was already dead.
Oh, yeah, I knew it. You know,
So you were just messing with Desiree by writing that she might still be alive.
Yeah, my sick sense of humor.
Okay.
I was pretty well off my rocker by then.
And then there's a second note in your mom's bedroom. What did that one say? Do you remember?
Chase me.
Was that addressed to the police or to who?
I was in a very playful mood at the time.
Okay.
I just wanted to run. Just wanted to see how far I could get. But
Yeah.
Despite admitting to everything during the interrogation, he pleaded not guilty to the charges in court, but later changed his plea. As the jury read his sentence, he smiled at them, as if nothing had happened. He was sentenced to life in prison and is eligible for parole in March 2044.